I was looking down at my phone and did not notice a car driving straight toward me. Right when I was about to be hit, a man pulled me out of the way.
I was rescued that day by the most beautiful man in the world.
Just as I started imagining a love story between us, the man revealed the Roman collar around his neck, making it clear that he was a priest. I went back to the coffee shop and shared what just happened with my coworker Brian, but Brian warned me not to get lost in that fantasy, because a priest is part of the clergy, and by the rules they cannot have a partner. But I still felt that meeting the priest was a gift sent to me from above, and then the man suddenly showed up at the coffee shop. I looked at the man standing in front of me, and felt even more certain that he was the one for my life, and he recognized me too. I thought he came just to see me, but he said he was just nearby, and only stopped in to grab a coffee. But I got distracted while making coffee and burned myself, when Brian saw that he warned me again not to fall into it. But I did not care about Brian's opinion.
You're always around when I'm in danger.
Perhaps to show you the way?
The man turned around and left. From that day on, I was already deeply in love with him, dreaming every day about meeting him again. And that day I went to the church full of hope. After seeing him there, I finally confessed my feelings to him, but he listened and helplessly shook his head, asking me to take back what I just said. Yet I still insisted on wanting to be with him, and he rejected me even more firmly, even scolding me in a harsh tone.
Now get out, and don't make the Lord angry.
And the love story I imagined finally fell apart. Once I faced reality, my heart was shattered. After returning to the coffee shop, Brian started comforting me again and asked how my burned arm was doing. But I responded to Brian impatiently, thinking he was just mocking me for failing in my confession. But at that moment, the man appeared again. I could not believe he came to see me again, and Brian immediately warned the man again, asking him to stay away from me. Yet he suddenly suggested meeting me alone tomorrow, and I happily agreed right away. But just as he turned to leave, Brian warned me again to wake up to reality, telling me not to see him again, because in the end, I would be the one who gets hurt. But I believed the one truly hurting me was Brian, because he kept stopping me from chasing love. The next day I went to meet the man. Just when I thought he had changed his mind, he told me he was about to leave for another church. Hearing that felt like a sudden shock. I thought I was about to become the lead in a love story. I begged him not to leave, only to be rejected again, because I had already fallen deeply in love with him.
You have fallen in love with the fantasy and my face, but that's not the one who I am.
He picked up the bread and coffee Brian had given him to the real soulmate in my life, who had actually been by my side all along, the one who truly protected and cared for me. He hoped I would cherish the person in front of me, because that was the happiness meant for me. After being rejected once again, I was devastated. I could not understand why love felt so hard for me, but it felt like I finally woke up. I understood what he was trying to say. Then I went back to the coffee shop. Brian saw how lost I looked and thought the man had hurt me again, and was ready to confront him. But I told him no one had hurt me, that I had only hurt myself by being blinded by my fantasy of love. The one who truly cared for and protected me had been right beside me all along.
Can you please finally kiss me? Sometimes it may seem that love is something forbidden and unattainable, but in fact, it is closer than we think.